Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Shay. We are doing another Come Read the Bible with Shay video. If you watched my last video, we read Genesis chapter 1 to 4, and now we're gonna read chapter 4 to 6. Now Adam had sexual relations with his wife Eve, and she became pregnant when she gave birth to Cain. I should probably read the title. Cain and Abel. Now Adam had sexual relations with his wife Eve, and she became pregnant when she gave birth to Cain. She said, "With Lord's help I produced a man." Later she gave help with the produced man. Later she gave birth to his brother. Later she gave birth to his brother and named him Abel. When they grew up, Abel became a shepherd, while Cain cultured the ground. When it was time to harvest, Cain presented some of his crops as a gift to the Lord. Abel brought a gift, the best portions of a person, and his gift, but he did not accept Cain and his gift. This made Cain very angry, and he looked dejected. Why are you so angry?" the Lord asked. Cain, "Why do you look so?" asked Cain. "Why do you look so dejected? You will be accepted if you do what's right. But if you refuse to do what's right, watch out. Sin is crouching at the door, eager to your control. But you must subdue it and be its master." One day Cain suggested to his brother, "Let's go out into the field." While they were in the field, Cain attacked his brother Abel and killed him. Afterwards, the Lord asked, "Where is my brother? Where is Abel?" "I don't know," Cain responded. "Am I your brother's guardian?" But the Lord said, "What have you done? Listen, your brother's blood cries to me from the ground. Now you are cursed and banished from the ground, which has swallowed lower to your brother's blood. No longer lowered to yield good crops, no matter how hard you work. From now on you will be homeless and wander the earth." Cain replied to the Lord, "My punishment is too great for me to bear. You banished me to the land of your presence and made me homeless. Wander, anyone who finds will kill me." The Lord replied, "No, for I will give a sevenfold punishment to anyone who kills you." Then the Lord put a mark on Cain to warn anyone who tries to kill him. So Cain left the Lord's presence and settled the land not and east of Eden. Cain had sex. Cain had sexual relations with his wife when she became pregnant and gave birth to Enosh. And Cain founded a city which named Enosh after his son. Enosh has a son named Irad. Irad became the father of Methuselah. Methuselah became the father of Methuselah. Methuselah became the father of Lamech. Married two women. The first named Ada. Oh my gosh, guys, my throat. And the second was Zizala. Those who raised livestock in the tents. His brother named Jubala was the first who played the harp and the flute. Lamcha and his other wife became an expert in forging tools and bronze and iron. Tubal Cain had a sister named Nama. One day, Lamcha said to his wives, Ada and Zillah, hear my voice. Listen to me. You wives of Lamcha. A young man wanted me, someone who killed me and punished me 7 times. Then who killed me will be punished every 77 times. The birth of Seth. Adam had sexual relations with his wife again and gave birth to another son named Seth. For she said, God has granted me another son in a place of Abel, whom Cain killed. When Seth grew up, he had a son named Enosh. That time people first began to worship the Lord by name. This is what the written account descends at Adam. God created human beings. He made them to be like himself and created male and female. And he blessed them and called them human. When Adam was 130 years old, he became the father of a son who was just like him in his very image, named his son Seth after the birth of Seth. Adam lived another 800 years and had other sons. His daughter Adam lived 930 years and he died. When Seth was 105 years old, he became the father of Enosh. After the birth of Enosh, Seth lived another 807 years. And he had other sons and daughters. Seth lived 912 years and then he died. When Enosh was 90 years old, he became the father of Kenan. After the birth of Kenan, Enosh lived another 815 years. And he had other sons and daughters. Enosh lived 905 years, and then he died. When Kenan was 70 years old, he became the father of Methuselah. After the birth of Methuselah, Cain lived another 840 years. He lived, and he had other sons and daughters. Kenan lived 910 years, and then he died. When Methuselah was 65 years old, he became the father of Jared. After the birth of Jared, lived another 830 years. He had other sons and daughters. Lived 895 years, and then he died. When Jared was 162 years old, he became the father of Enosh. After the birth of Enosh, Jared lived another 800 years, and he had other sons and daughters. Enosh lived 605 years, walking close fellowship with God. One day when Methuselah was 187 years old, he became the father of Enosh. After the birth of Enosh, Methuselah lived another 782 years, and he had other sons and daughters. Methuselah lived up to 996 years. When Enosh died, and then he died. When Enosh was 182 years old, he became the father of Enosh and named his son Noah. For he said, "May he bring us relief from our work and painful labor of farming the ground. The word has been cursed." After the birth of Noah, Enosh lived another 595 years and had other sons and daughters. Enosh lived 777 years, and then he died. Noah was 500 years old when he became the father of Shem, Ham, and Japheth. World gone wrong. A world gone wrong. Then people began to multiply the earths and daughters that were born to them. The sons of God saw a beautiful woman and took any that wanted as their wives, and then they took any of them wanted as their wives. And then the Lord said, "My spirit will not put up with that." Humans, such a long time they were only mortal flesh in their normal life. Their normal lifespan will no longer be more than 102 years. In those days, and for some time after the giant Nephilim lived on the earth, whenever the Son of God encountered with their women, and they gave birth to children who became heroes, famous warriors in ancient times. The Lord observed the intent of a human wickedness on earth, and he saw constantly totally evil, and the Lord was sorry he had ever made them on earth, and it broke his heart. And the Lord said, I will wipe this human race and recruit, and I will wipe the and create face of the earth. Yes, I will destroy every living thing. All people, the large animals, small, and scurry along the ground. Even the birds in the sky. I'm sorry I ever made them, but Noah found the favor of the Lord. Story of Noah. This account of Noah and his family. Noah was a righteous man to blame, blessed person living on earth at the time. And he walked in closer in the fellowship with God. Noah was the father of 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Now God saw the earth and had become corrupted and filled with violence. God observed all this corruption in the world for everyone on earth to corrupt. So God said to Noah, I have decided to destroy every living creature, for they have filled the earth with violence. Yes, I will wipe them all along with the earth. Build a large boat from the eucalyptus wood and waterproof with tar inside them. Then the entire rydell makes about 150 feet, 70 feet wide, and 55 feet high, leaving an 18-inch opening below the roof all the way around the boat. Put in the door on the slide. Build 3 decks on the side of the boat. Lower, middle, and upper. Look, I'm about to cover the earth with the flood. That will destroy every living thing breathes. Everything on earth will die. That breathes, everything on earth will die. But I have the boat and your wife, and you and your wife, and your sons and their wives. Bring a pair of every kind of animal, male and female, but into pairs that every kind of bird, and every kind of animal, and every kind of animal that scurries along the ground will come to kept alive, and be sure to take board enough food for your family and animals. So Noah did everything God has commanded. And that is chapter. We actually went all the way to chapter 7. So we read longer than we needed to today. So, see you guys Tuesday, because I am doing a vlog tomorrow. So, hope you like this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video.